My name is Kara Ganter, and I'm Director of Digital Education at the Graduate Division. Let's talk about bCourses modules. Modules help you create an organized and cohesive learning flow for your students, allowing you to better leverage the amazing instructional tools built into the bCourses learning management system. If you use it as just a filing cabinet for links and documents, you and your students really miss out on the power of this tool. So let's hop into bCourses and have a little one-on-one work session to illustrate how you can get started with modules. The first step I'll recommend is to set modules as your course home page. That way, your students see the flow of your course as soon as they log in and don't have to search around to see what they need to do. To choose your course homepage, you'll open your course, go to the right-hand navigation, and click Choose Homepage. We're going to select Course Modules from the options. Now that we've got our homepage set, we can start building out our modules. And you've already got a handy guide to help you. Hint, it's your syllabus. So follow along now as I demonstrate the process of building out modules using my bCourse and syllabus. I've chosen to organize my course syllabus by week of instruction. Many instructors organize their syllabus by weeks of instruction or by topic, both of which happen to be a great way to structure your bCourse modules. As you see here, my students have a variety of things to do in the first week. They have a discussion forum for introductions, a reading assignment, a couple of live meetings, a YouTube video to watch, and an ungraded quiz. So I'll start building modules by creating a module for week 1. I do so by clicking the blue Plus Module button at the top of the page. Now I'm prompted to enter a name for my module, which I can change later. I have the option to lock my module, meaning the contents wouldn't be available to students until a certain date that I choose. I don't need this, so I'll just go ahead and click Add Module. Note here that my new module won't be published or visible to students right away. This gives me a chance to perfect my module before students see it. When I'm ready to go live, I'll click this little grayed out circle icon to publish the module. Now I'll start populating my module with all my first week's instructional materials. There's no right or wrong way to do this, so have fun and be creative. To add items to my module, I'll click the little plus sign at the top of the module. Here I can see a drop-down list of all the items I can add. First, I'll add the introductions discussion, which is a bCourse discussion that students will complete here in the course. I've already created it, so when I select discussions, it appears as an option. Once you add the item, you can click into it. I can see all the discussion details, and I can make changes. Now, let's add the reading assignment for week 1. My reading assignment is actually a PDF file that I have saved on my computer. So I'll add the item as a file. It's a new file to my bCourse, so I'll select New File. Then I can choose the file on my computer and add it to the module. Note that any files you add to a module also populate and live in your Files section over here. And it doesn't organize itself automatically, so make sure to give some attention to these areas of your course if students can access them outside of the modules. Now I'd like to include my 2 live class meetings, which will be on Zoom. There are many ways that you could do this, but I'm going to use a bCourses page to include details about our live class meetings. So I'll select Page from the drop-down, create a new page, and title it Week 1 Class Meetings. Now I can click on that new page and edit it. As you'll see, a familiar, rich content editor appears that allows you to add text, formatting, links. You can even record and embed a video message. I'll start by adding a text message that gives students the dates, times, and the Zoom meeting room link for our live meetings. Then I can even make it a student to-do, which adds it to the course calendar and the student's to-do list on their bCourses dashboard. Next, I want my students to watch a short video on YouTube. I can add a link to that video into my module using the external URL tool. This allows me to put a link to any website directly into my module. I'll just paste the URL here, specify the name for my link. I'll decide whether I want to load it in a new tab, and then I'll add it to my module. Finally, it's the end of week 1, and it's time for my students to complete an ungraded practice quiz to test their knowledge of the material we covered this week. I've already created this quiz using bCourses quizzes, so let's add it to my module. Back here, I'll hit the plus sign again, and I'll select Quiz from the drop-down menu. Here, I can choose the week 1 quiz I've already created. So there you go. In about 10 minutes, we built an entire module. This leads me to my final recommendation about using bCourses modules, and that is, make sure to explain to students how you've structured your course using modules and how students should use them. A great way to do this is to build a pre-course module that comes before the official week of instruction. You can include information about how you expect students to use your course, link to help articles about the bCourses tools you've incorporated into your modules, like quizzes and discussions. You can even put information about how they should get technical help. Good luck creating your course.